we'll start getting our prep on. Okay, so we're first gonna do the white bean hummus because that's using a food processor or a blender, and there's really nothing to chop with it. So we're gonna use that first. So you wanna rinse your beans, get your red pepper. And so I want to talk quickly about that. So have you roasted their own red peppers before? Because I was going to put this up on my post too, because it's super easy. So this morning, all I did is I put a little bit of olive oil on my red pepper, threw it on the grill. You just want to have the skin bubble up on all sides. So it's not, you're kind of cooking it, but you're really just charring that outside. And then you throw it in a bowl, put some saran wrap over the top, let it sit till it's cooled down enough for you to handle it. You just take that outer layer of skin off. It peels off really easy and it almost feels plasticky. It's kind of weird. Take the stem and seeds out, and then you're ready to go. So I did that this morning, and then you just have your red pepper ready.
I would pour in a jar. Is that okay?
Oh, totally. Yes. And the recipe called for a jar. I'm one of those people that I'd rather not jar it. I think the jars are fine, but we just roast our own normally.
So you just use regular red peppers. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to put the first recipe up here and we'll get started on the hummus. And if you're not a fan of rosemary, I also think thyme would be really delicious in this. So if you had that instead of rosemary, that's another good herb to throw in there.
I'm actually growing rosemary too.
Yeah, we usually have a rosemary plant too, but with all of our construction in the backyard, it had to come out. It's kind of sad. I like to have to get back there to just grab when I wanted it. So instead of chopping your garlic, I like to put the garlic in first, run the food processor with just the garlic. It'll get it nice and small and chopped up. And then I'll open it back up, put the rest of the ingredients in.
Hey guys.
Hi there, hey Kim. We're just starting on the hummus.
Awesome. Sorry, I had trouble getting off the last call. She just kept talking and talking, and I wanted to hear what she had to say.
Yeah, she's a great coach.
She is, because she's so edgy, I think, or something. Man, I didn't have time to clean my kitchen. Don't look.
Yeah, mine is not, well, I cleaned my dishes, but I haven't put anything away. So I've got a mountain of Shakeology bottles here. All right, so let's see here. Rinse your beans, half a jar, so 6 ounces. So I guess that would be roughly 3/4 of a cup-ish. Well, probably not by the time you drain your stuff out. I just used 1 red pepper. And so on the nutrition call, we were talking about those little rice cake thins that were at Trader Joe's. And I think those would be super good for like a savory with this hummus. And then you don't have to use very many yellows, because you could have 2 or 3, and that's like half a yellow.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Like that. And I like how they're crunchy. Like that makes it even better. I like the crunch.
And it'd also be great in a wrap with some chicken. Like I'm gonna grill chicken later after we're done for the tropical salad today. But so there'll be some chicken left over, throw that in a whole wheat wrap, have it with some of the hummus in it. My dog keeps getting on the countertop to grab the treats off the table that I just put over there.
I'm sorry, I forgot to put on mute.
Oh, it's all right. I think I muted a couple people, but I don't know if I'm, so unmute yourself if you want to start talking. Okay, and olive oil. Yum. All right. How's everybody's turning out? This would be good on cucumbers, any kind of veggie. You could just put a little dollop on there. I think it would taste great with feta. If you had, had a little blue left. So this is a half a yellow for a quarter cup and a teaspoon. So half a yellow and a teaspoon, quarter cup of hummus. So the same size as the blue container.
I have a very random question.
Yeah.
So, whenever we're measuring in our container, and I should know this, but I don't. So, whenever we're measuring, like I do use frozen vegetables a lot just because it saves me a lot of time. So the other day, I usually count my frozen peppers and onions in the green container. So they're frozen when I put them in there. And then the other day I decided to just do like batch cooking, and I cooked all of the frozen vegetables and then I measured them.
Yeah.
So it was a huge difference. I mean, I could almost fit the full bag of frozen vegetables in my green container. So
Right.
my question is, how do you measure? Do you measure frozen or cooked?
There's a lot of like, especially with greens, like vegetables that are water filled, it's really not going to matter a lot, right?
Yeah.
You're talking about a 5 to 10 calorie difference.
Yeah.
If you're doing, like she talks about, chunked pumpkin versus pureed pumpkin. Obviously, there's a difference there calorically. It's got more starch in it. So people go back and forth in that portion fix community talking about just eat the vegetables and don't worry about like if you measured cooked or frozen. I tend to measure it like if it's thawed before, throw it in, cook it, and then eat it.
Okay.
But I don't know that it's going to be a huge difference unless you're using like the butternut squash,
Right.
pumpkin, something that's got more starch to it. Then, and even then, those aren't going to change in size as much as a water-filled veggie.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's helpful. Maybe I'll kind of split the difference.
Yeah.
Because it was literally, I could get 3 servings out of a frozen bag of peppers and onions. And then when I cooked it, it was 1 serving out of the full bag. So I'm like, maybe I'll just kind of split the difference a little and do half and half.
You're losing some water there, which,
Right.
But yeah, I think I think that'd be fine. But I'd worry more about the carbs and the protein.
Yeah. Which is what I should be measuring more. So, all right. Thank you.
Yeah, along those lines, imagine like, if you cook spinach, frozen spinach versus fresh spinach. That's a big difference.
It is. And I was just shocked when I cooked it all. I'm like, oh my gosh. It's not like I'm not hungry or I'm not full after I have the frozen pepper serving. So,
yeah.
I guess it'd be less purchasing for me if I do it frozen. I don't have to buy as much.
Right. It would go a longer way.
Right.
Well, I'm excited about this. I think I'm having a wrap tomorrow with some grilled chicken and some veggies and throwing a little of this hummus in there. So I know a bunch of you are on 645. Are you eating in maintenance or are you eating in weight loss? What's your plan?
Weight loss for me. Maintenance on the weekends.
I'm going to do maintenance and see. I think it put me in D, which will be interesting because I haven't eaten in D since 80-day obsession.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yell when you are. Is everybody done with the hummus?
How is everybody's this beautiful red color?
Mine is more light orange because I roasted my own red pepper, so it's not quite as bright. So it's
super interesting.
If you had jars, it'll probably be a darker red.
It smells so good.
It's so good. I just tried it. It's so good.
Gosh.
Okay, and if you're done with your hummus, we want to start getting out, we'll go yogurt next. So you'll need yogurt and Shakeology powder.
I don't want to add all the oil. Do I have to add all the oil in the hummus?
Well, I didn't have quite enough to start, and it does make it a nice texture. It's up to you. You would then probably just block out the teaspoon, and so it would just be a half a yellow. If you put like half of it in.
Just afraid it's going to taste too olive oily.
It didn't when I had it. Yeah.
Cool. Man, that was easy and it's so fancy.
I know. You're going to feel fancy when you're putting it on your veggies tomorrow. Put it on your wrap, rice cake, whatever you're loading into there. And a good amount of fiber, which is great. So let me know if you are still using the recipe. Otherwise, I'll go to the yogurt. Okay. So vanilla yogurt bowl, this one again is going to be super fast and easy. I like, so it calls, sorry, let me get my dog out. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so on the yogurt, like if you don't have strawberries right now or banana, this is going to be super good with our tropical mix that we already have. So you're probably going to have some leftover pineapple, some mangoes. All of that is also going to be really good with the vanilla and the yogurt. So you can use that in it. So first we'll just mix up the yogurt and the vanilla. And as I mentioned on the post, this is 1 serving. So it's got a lot of protein. You're going to have, let's go down to the container count. You're going to have 1.5 purple and 2 red with this. So that's a protein-filled breakfast. Oh, Kathy, I can't hear you. Sorry, you're on, I put you on mute. I can't hear you now. No.
Okay, I'm back.
There we go. Now I can hear you.
I have banana yogurt from Oikos.
Oh, okay. So you already have banana. So then you can just add whatever fruit you want to it still, and you'll have a little bit of flavor going.
Do we add the fruit now or like do it when you're going to eat
It's a topper. Yeah, it's a topper. So I would add it when you're ready to eat it.
it? Okay.
So you can mix this up, get it ready. And then like, if you like to actually put things in individual containers, you know, for the week, get it all ready. And then you can go from there.
Okay.
And it also calls for the sliced almonds. You know, if you have walnuts, if you have sunflower seeds, well, sunflower seeds are a little bit different category, but you know, you can put whatever kind of nut you enjoy on there. All right, and if you're ready on the yogurt, we can start chopping up some of our other fruit that we have for the next one. You'll want to get pineapple, jicama, mango. I think what else is on there. Start gathering up that. As I mentioned in the post too, if you want to grill your chicken after when you grill your pork chops tonight and then add it to this tropical salad, that works great. If you already had leftover chicken to throw in the salad, that works great too. All right, let me know when you're ready to go to the next recipe. If you're done with the yogurt, just give me a thumbs up in your window.
You know, I like to put like PB2 in my yogurt.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. That 2 tablespoons of that is also a yellow.
Of course it is. Wait, it's not a blue?
No, only real peanut butter is a blue, and or a teaspoon.
I've never put Shakeology in yogurt.
I haven't either. I'll be interested to try it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have the next recipe up here. I changed it. Originally, this was 1 serving. So I modified this current version to 4 servings. So it's interesting on this recipe because it talks about mixing everything when you're ready. So what I would do, I think that the dressing, as it were, will be fine on all of this, except if you're not going to eat it today, I would add your avocado whenever you're going to eat it, because that is going to brown and get kind of mushy in there, and it'll make everything look a little bit gross. So I would just, the jicama, the mango, the pineapple, all of those things should stay just fine. And then you can add your avocado when you're actually, close to eating it. You may have some jicama left after this, depending on how big your jicama is that you purchased. It's really, really good with lime juice and chili powder, or even like a little bit of cayenne. It's really delicious that way. And then you can mix in some cucumbers, really refreshing side. Jicama before, it pretty much just tastes like whatever you put on it. It's pretty simple. Okay, you need to get down. I think we talked about this last week, but like for a dressing like this, I usually just put it in a little mason jar with a lid, just shake it up. And then, so if you didn't want to dress it all right away, then you could just leave that in the fridge all put together and just shake it when you need it. But it's really an easy way to get everything incorporated together. And if you haven't worked with a mango before, I just go through, peel it with a potato peeler or vegetable peeler, what do you want to call it? And then there's going to be a more wide side and a more narrow side. You're going, so if this is the wide side, you're going to turn it and cut along that seed on both sides. And then you just kind of use your knife to find where the seed is to trim off the extra fruit.
Since we're prepping, I made more of the mango chia pudding.
Oh, good. Yeah. I know you like that
I
one.
like that. Yeah, and since we had mango, I figured, and I'm gonna make pineapple coconut ice pops
Oh, nice.
since I have the pineapple.
That sounds delicious. Yeah, I was gonna, what's everybody gonna have with their pork chops?
I'm making roasted Yukon potatoes.
Okay. It would be, it's nice because with the salsa, you could make like just kind of a general grain, like a farro, brown rice, something like that. And then if you plate it with brown rice on the bottom, pork, and then the salsa, it'll get some of that flavor into the rice or whatever grain you cook too. So that's kind of a nice
Wow.
option because then it's like, you know, flavoring it without having to have additional sauce.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I'm definitely doing, my favorite breakfast is with the steel cut oats. So I'm going to prep that this week. Jack's going to be following the nutrition plan with me. So that'll be pretty fun to see what he thinks. He's going to be in a maintenance and just be fueling.
That's good.
It is good. I think he's going to find how much sugar he eats.
Yeah, right?
Wake up call. I do not eat meat, so I will have more vegetables, or like I do like lentil burgers, or I do black bean burgers, or like I do just different things with beans.
Nice. Yeah. Well, you could do like a black bean burger, probably even, and do like, you could change up the salsa fruit, right? And then just still have some type of salsa on top.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even like I like to just try all different flavors. So I figured like the things that we make, like this right here, I just add, instead of chicken, it's just gonna be, I figured that out at the time. But
Yeah. And
but
do
something.
you do fish?
No.
Okay, because I was gonna say this would be the peach.
That would be really good. Yeah.
On some salmon or steelhead.
Yeah, that sounds good. I used to eat it all, obviously, before. It's been like 4 years or something since I stopped eating meat and any kind of animal thing. So
Yeah.
so it's been like a discovery process of like, wow, there's a lot of foods out there.
Right. Yeah. And a lot of flavor. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
meat's kind of a carrier in some ways, same as carbs, they're kind of a carrier.
exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And these are all like recipes. I don't usually like follow recipes. So it's been fun to just try different
Yeah.
things. Like,
Good. I'm glad you're hopping on.
oh yeah. Love it.
do have some leftover pineapple. Some of it I'll probably grill tonight because my kids like it grilled. And then some of it I'm just going to chop up and freeze because I'll throw in a shake later. So, there's always a way to like preserve it for later, use it up.
That'll be good. Grilled on a pork chop. That's great.
Yeah. It's funny because I keep talking about that one recipe, the Hawaiian pork chops, which someday we'll have to do. But you grill the pineapple with it, and pork and pineapple is just so good together.
Yeah, it is.
It's just a nice acid.
I'm not a huge pork fan. I love pork and pineapple though. But one time we went to this way fancy restaurant to us, and I randomly got like the pork loin, and they put green apples and like a white onion with it that they had sauteed in butter. Oh my gosh, I make that all the time. Like green apples and onions. Oh, it's so yummy.
I feel
I don't
like
know that
it
anybody
could
else
be a
likes it.
Beachbody recipe like that, or because I have one of those in one of my eating plans from like years ago.
Really?
It was a slow cooker one where it's like apples and onions and
Oh
like
yes.
pork loin that you slow cook. I'll look for it and send it to you. See if you want
Yeah.
to use it.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. I love it so much.
Yeah, it is really good. All right, how's everybody doing on the tropical salad? Are we still chopping and getting our dressing ready?
I'm all done.
You're all done with that one? You're done too, Kate? Okay. Jess and Kim, where are you guys at? Good? We're going even faster than I thought.
I am not there yet, but that's okay because I'm not going to be cooking everything. So
Okay.
you just move on without me. I'll keep going.
Okay, we'll move over to the grilled pork because the nice thing here is you're gonna grill it on your own time. So we're just gonna make this salsa. So it's funny because I forgot to put peaches on the shopping list. So we got them this morning and they're super hard. So I actually have a ripe mango. So I'm gonna make my salsa with mango for tonight's dinner.
Oh, that sounds good.
Instead of peach, because any kind of fruit will go really good in here. You could do this with strawberries. You could do it with I don't know if I'd do regular berries, but something like that. Pineapple would be really good. Mango. So whatever you have extra of, it just needs that kind of sweet little bit of acid from a fruit, and it'll go great with the heat and the liminess and the cilantro. So
Do we chop this really small, the fruit?
that's totally up to you. You could leave it bigger chunks. This one calls for 2 full peaches. So you're going to have quite a bit of fruit in there. And let me go down to the container count real quick here too. So it's a half a purple for a serving, and this is 4 servings worth. And on that red onion, sometimes you get a red onion and it's a little bitter or it's a little too strong. If you put it in cold water, so you cut it, put it in cold water in a bowl, let it just sit for a second, drain it out, it'll be a lot better.
I'm on day 3 of the refresh, so I'm not actually eating anything tonight. So
You are? I didn't realize you were doing it right now.
oh, just the refresh.
Yeah.
Just because we have the end of the slim down contest is weigh-ins tomorrow or Tuesday, and I haven't been on my game so much, so I am
Gonna finish strong.
gonna finish strong. Yeah. Now, my favorite thing about that is that it helps me reset my appetite. You know, a little bit.
It does. Yeah, it really kind of brings you back and it just gets the sugar out and then you kind of change your focus for cravings.
Yeah, it makes me feel a little more in control or something. I mean, I know it's nice the weight loss, but I don't feel like, I feel like that's gonna
Secondary.
fluctuate. Yeah. And it's gonna,
And I just saw too, I don't know if it's probably out today, like next week that goes on sale for a few days.
oh, no kidding.
10% off, yeah. That, I think Ultimate Reset is on sale too.
No kidding. I wouldn't mind doing the reset again, but I don't want to stop 6:45. So
Yeah. That's kind of where I've always been. I don't know. I don't want to not work out, but I know I don't think I would want to work out during that. I know some people do, but so I'm kind of a spice wimp. So I put like this calls for a medium jalapeno. I'm just gonna do a couple, like I'll just peel an edge off. Like I just took a little bit off my pepper here. And that's what I'll throw in and see how it is. And then I'll leave this. And then if my kids or my husband want to add more jalapeno, they can just add it straight on. I've got to teach Timber that she shouldn't be barking during class.
Yeah.
She isn't trained in on what's happening around here. All right, how's everybody's salsa coming?
Pretty good.
Smells delicious.
Can you use parsley in place of cilantro, or is it really different?
Yeah, it's pretty different. Cilantro, or I mean, yeah, it's funny because some people really hate cilantro. I'm not really sure I understand that, but it's like one of those polarizing herbs. And parsley is just a little more, I would say, bitter, and like an arugula, it's just got a little bite to it, where cilantro just brings a totally different experience.
Mm.
That's what I can smell the most. I put my nose, I had to get real close because like, can I smell anything else? It's the cilantro, but it looks so good.
It just, yeah, it's one of those things like people who don't like it, no, you know, you can't hide it.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
So I ended up throwing the leftover pineapple and mango I had in here. So instead of peaches, and that's going to be tasty tonight for dinner. I'm going all tropical today, I guess.
Yeah. You have to wear your grass skirt.
Right? That sounds fun.
Use your outfit from last Friday.
Yeah. Well, we zipped through this pretty fast. So now if you didn't have chicken made, you'll just either grill or cook some chicken, however you like to cook it. And then you'll throw your pork chops on the grill and add some salsa, throw in a carb underneath, and you're all set. Or just have some veggies on the side.
I was gonna say, and tofu would probably be good too. Like I like to grill, or not grill, but like make it crispy. So like crispy, one of these fruit things. Oh yeah, that sounds really good.
That'd be really good.
Oh,
Yeah. Love it. So does anyone need the recipe up longer? Just yell if you do, otherwise I'll stop sharing.
I'm done.
All right, we can take a picture. Man, that was like record speed. Let's see here. Are we ready? Oh, Kim, where are you at? Do we lose her for good? All right, we'll pencil her in. Oh boy. All right. So any questions about anything? I'll put the recording up. That was pretty easy breezy. Get our summer food going.
Yeah, sounds good. I can't wait.
No heat. Oh, there she is. All right, let's take a picture.
Oh.
All right. Ready? Cheese. Perfect. All right, ladies. Well, have a good rest of your weekend.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And post your pictures of your foods in the group and stuff. Let's see what you do with it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're
Have a
welcome.
good,
We'll see you
have a
later.
good
And
rest
then
of your day.
yeah, we'll be probably, oh wait, are we going to be the second? We'll probably be the second weekend in September this time because of Labor Day. So I'll post that up there, but whatever the second Sunday is.
I think Labor Day is the 7th. So yeah, it would have to be it's a weird schedule. Let me look.
Well, good. We'll have a special recipe for my birthday my birthday's the day before. So
Yay!
Yay.
Happy early birthday.
thank you.
We're making cake.
There
Yes.
you go. We'll make some kind of cake. We should make the chickpea brownies. Those are my favorite.
Well, there you go.
Good idea.
Sounds good.
All right.
Yep,
We'll
it's the
see ya.
12th, so we'll see you soon.
See you later, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. You're
Thank
welcome.
you.